Hi, this is WBRW TV News. I'm Jeannie Lurchin along with Richard Corey. Paul Henneke will be joining us with sports in a minute. Here's our top stories. Last week, the Macomb Daily ran this headline in bold print to emphasize the impact that might be felt if Romeo Schools votes to cut funding the sports program. The May 24th school board meeting was moved to the high school auditorium in anticipation of a full house of people attending. School Board President Anita Bonnick made the following motion.
And I would like to make a motion to remove them from our MOT at this point in time.
The motion passed, much to the delight of the crowd.
There are 4 votes. Motion carries.
The 3 communities that currently make up WBRW have been working on a new intergovernmental agreement for the last several months. The result of those negotiations was a contract that was to be voted on last week. Washington voted in favor, Bruce voted against, and Romeo tabled the vote. 2 of the communities felt there was more work to be done on the contract. Washington has called for a dissolution of the current partnership and sent a letter to Romeo and Bruce. They requested a meeting of the 2 other partners to begin the discussions and procedures of moving forward.
The 6-year land dispute in Washington Township's Lockwood subdivision has finally been resolved. The $1 million home was built 20 feet too close to the neighbors in violation of township ordinances. A Macomb County judge ruled that to demolish the house would be too much of a hardship on the homeowner. Either side can still appeal the decision. The senior prom was held this past weekend at Penna's in Sterling Heights. Everyone had a great and safe time. The week before prom, there was a very visual reminder parked out in front of the high school to help drive home the point that drinking and driving don't mix. And don't forget, Channel 6 will air the prom red carpet soon, so look for dates and times on our website or the Romeo Observer. Students at Powell Middle School got a chance to experience what life might have been like during the Civil War. Teacher Heather Bartlett fills us in.
We are currently here at Powell Middle School taking part in the Civil War reenactment. The Civil War reenactment started in 2001 with 2 teachers deciding how can we teach Civil War and get the kids interested in it. We figured a hands-on project and activity, and so we thought it'd be great if the kids could Civil War reenact it. What we do is the kids for a whole month study the Civil War. They pick a topic of their interest, they go into groups, and they research and study it. All the things that they do here is student-led and student-driven. We're very proud of our students and all the hard work that they've done. Many students do an excellent job in this project, and all the students have a good time. It's all about learning and making learning fun here at Powell Middle School.
The Arts and Orchard Festival in Washington Township is just around the corner and is offering some new things to the venue this year. And one of those is a 5K fun run. And Paint Creek Center for the Arts in downtown Rochester has also come on board. On June 8th, a mosaic mural created by Romeo students will be unveiled at 7 p.m. at the Grubner Library. Retired Washington Fire Chief Jerry Allward and his wife Myrtle Ann recently gave WBRW a donation as a thank you for all our hard work.
Well, Channel 6 would like to say a big congratulations to Chris Young, our junior helper here at Channel 6. He volunteers, shoots a lot of the board meetings that you see on Channel 6, but he recently won first place for the 2nd time in a row in a competition in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan for breadboarding. So congratulations go out to Chris, and maybe next year when he's a senior, he can make it 3 in a row.
If you or someone you know uses Facebook, here are some guidelines for helping keep your identity safe. Avoid simple names or words as a password, and don't include your full birth date in your profile. You can also limit access to only friends, friends of friends, or yourself, so do utilize privacy controls. Don't post your child's name in captions, and never mention that you will be away from home. And don't allow young kids to use Facebook unsupervised. The Office and Younger's Irish Pub in the Village are going to be sporting new looks just in time for the summer weather. Do you have a one-of-a-kind garden and would like to show it off? Well, friends of the Romeo Library are looking for gardens to showcase their once-a-year event to be held July 17th. If you want to be a part of the garden walk, call William Blevins at 752-0603, extension 1016. We will have more on the garden walk as it gets closer. And speaking of libraries, the Clinton Macomb Public Library will welcome Judy Anders as she presents a program on the Washington Township Lauren Anders Octagon House. It will be held at 7 p.m. June 3rd at the library located at 40900 Romeo Plank in Clinton Township. The Romeo Lions were out in full force last weekend, renovating the gazebo in the village park that was originally donated by them in 1991. And now, here's Paul with Bulldog Sports.
Congratulations go out to Nathan Freeman as he was chosen as the Macomb County Athlete of the Week. Nate set 2 meet records in the long jump and the 400-meter dash. The varsity baseball team put the bat to the ball against Utica last week and beat the Chieftains 17-5. Joe Gardner picked up the win and drove in 4 runs. The 19-4 girls softball team came from behind to beat Chippewa Valley 7-5. Rachel Gabrielson drove in Taylor Waters to break a 5-5 tie. Carolyn Muir picked up the win.
Well, thanks, Paul. So for Paul, Richard, myself, and the entire WBRW TV news team, we want to thank you for tuning in.